Hello, everybody. My name is Lamaris, and I just wanted to talk about the closing of ITT Tech. Um, First of all, I'm not that surprised because a lot of these schools they do the same thing. They get you in these classes, and they really don't teach you anything of substance that mean anything. They get you in these classes, and they pretty much just give you a book to read. Anybody can just read a book. And I think the problem that's coming in with that is the fact that a lot of these instructors, they do not have the proper background to teach this technology, if it's a technology class or, whatever class it is you're taking at these type of institutions. These instructors do not have the knowledge to teach these things. So a lot of the times the students are left there to try to figure out this material on their own. So what's the reason? What's the whole point of you going to ITT Tech or another one is DeVry University if these instructors that's paid very well to teach these courses but do not have the background to teach these courses? What's the purpose of going to this school and just reading a book? Anybody can read a book home, or wherever else you decide to read a book. But my thing is, I'm not surprised at all that ITT Tech went under. I'm actually looking for the other schools that's similar to them to go under also, because essentially what you have is a lot of these schools is pretty much diploma mills. They're just giving you a diploma. But, I mean, they are so expensive. These schools are so expensive. You're talking about hundreds of dollars a credit hour. I believe when I was attending DeVry back in 2007, at the time they were $577 a credit hour. So you look at that, and I believe at the time it was 4 credit hours a course. So you times that 577 times 4, you're looking at well over $2,000 for one class. So if you're taking 2 classes at over $2,000, you're gonna end up paying a whole bunch of money. And the value of getting these degrees from these schools do not hold up, because at the end of the day, the purpose of you going to these schools, the purpose of going to these schools is to get a job after you finish the diplomas. But that's not happening, and if you went through school, you know that's not happening. But that's the lie that they tell you when you're coming through school. Unless you go to school for something specific, like being a doctor or nurse or something like that, you're not guaranteed a job. You're not guaranteed a job anyway. But you definitely not gonna get a job if you don't go into one of those fields. You're gonna have to work your tail off to break into a role after college, especially the industry that I'm actually in. I actually work in IT, but I tell you, it takes so much time to break into IT. You have to start on somebody's help desk or somebody's service desk from the jump. A lot of times, just depending on the situation, most of the time you're going to start at that level. I have seen people, jump past that level and go into a little bit more advanced level, but those are special occasions. That don't happen all the time. But back to the schools, I think ITT Tech, it was something that was going to happen, and I'm looking. If the ride's not careful, they're going to be next, because they're taking all this money in, like thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, millions a year, and the education is not as valuable. If you want to go to college, go to an in-state public college. or university. You do not have to go to a private, for-profit university or college like these colleges, ITT Tech, uh, DeVry University, and the other schools like that. You know, it's a ton of them schools out there. So, excuse me. My advice is to make sure you're making the right decisions, especially when you're getting out of high school. You know, I want to catch you before you even get to college. Now, if you're in college and you're going to one of these schools, reevaluate your situation and realize that things may not work like you think it's going to work. And once you get out of college, if you think, especially if you're in IT, IT is a field. It's not about having a degree. It's about the experience. So if you take all your time going to get a 4-year degree and an IT degree in 4 years, and you don't have any experience when you come out, nobody's really going to look at you. So all you have is a prayer. That's just what it is. You just have to hope and pray that someone somewhere is looking for somebody with no experience, which this field is about experience. So those are some things you need to consider when you go into like a field like IT, and any other field that requires skills. And again, you don't have to, if you want to get a degree, that's fine. But my advice when it comes to school and colleges, go to a community college first, get your 2-year degree, and transfer to a university in state. That's how you save your money. That's how you avoid so many student loans. That's the part that I didn't get from anybody else. Nobody sat me down, hey, Lamar's, if you're thinking about going to college, maybe you want to look at, going to community college first and transferring to a university in state, especially if you don't inherit money or have any money saved up to go to college. That should be your first option, is to go to a community college first and transfer in state. Don't believe the hype of these commercials that you're seeing. It's not worth it at the end of the day to have $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 in student loan debt. That is not. It's not worth it. So just think about your choices, and go from there. But I will be posting other videos of my experience going through multiple, different types of colleges. I'm also working on, get my ebook together on that. But my thing is to help individuals before they run into that type of situation like ITT Tech. So now most of these people are going to be fighting to have their student loans forgiven, but that's not guaranteed unless the government should do it, but it's not guaranteed it's going to be done. So to avoid these situations, there are things you need to do to avoid these situations, and it comes out to making smart money decisions, especially when they come to college. That's the thing I didn't do as a young man. I wasn't thinking about how much this education was going to cost me over the long run. When I realized what I was doing to myself, it was too late. The damage was done. But I'm telling you today, don't fall for these schools, ITT Tech, DeVry University, South University, University of Phoenix, Walden University, AIU. Don't fall for those schools. It's no reason for you to be seeking those type of schools when you have quality education in state. You get the same thing, and what it is, they bait you on, oh, you finish this degree fast, but all they're doing is they're just shortening the sessions, the semester. You still probably taking as many courses or more. So you need to look at that too. Because a lot of times, I believe at the VRI, I had to have like 140 credit hours to graduate. That's unheard of. So you got to look at all the angles. That's all I'm trying to say. But yeah, I will be posting other videos. Thank you for listening. This was Lamaris. Peace.